Well, hello. How you doing? Well, here on the pretty close to where I was the other day on the Wind River, just in a beautiful spot. It's a pretty windy day, but we got a little bit of trees keeping that out of the way. So hopefully the sound will be good. So let us give thanks to God for all the many blessings. You know, we ran into somebody on the trail. She was sitting there and I said, well, it's a little windy today. And she says, well, you know what? I've heard it said that God gives us what we need. And so we needed a little wind today. So you got to love that attitude. It's just a beautiful, gorgeous day. And maybe I was starting to grumble like those Israelites that we hear about today, where God gets angry with them and sends the serpents. And they bite them and they start dying. And so Moses and Aaron go and beg the Lord, and the Lord tells them to make the bronze serpent and put it on a pole, and then anybody who looks at it will be healed. And so that's what happens. And I guess that's a lesson to us that when we start to grumble, we need to come back to the Lord and give thanks and ask for help, as they did. And of course, today in the gospel reading, Jesus was telling that when you raise the Lord up, you have to raise the Lord up. And so I think that's really important. You know, when maybe we see athletes that say, well, I give all the glory to God. They're raising him up. Maybe they go like that at some point, and they're thanking God. They're doing it in their way. I know I saw some guy who was talking about a baseball player and showing what he did every time before he hit the ball. And then he said he kissed his thumb. Talk about Jose Altuve. And then right before he kisses his thumb, well, what that guy didn't realize, I guess, or he didn't want to talk about, is that Jose Altuve when the last thing he does is he makes a little sign of a cross with his thumb and forefinger, and then he puts his hands on the bat. You know, we see a lot of guys that make the sign of the cross before they shoot a free throw. They're just reminding themselves that they need God's help. And isn't that beautiful? A reminder, when we raise him up, then good things happen for us in our lives. And so let us continue to raise him up. Let us not grumble about the way that the Lord is forcing this desert upon us during this Lenten season. Let us remember but we have to be honest too. We have to go through our emotions, and so we're not happy that we can't that we can't come together at Mass, but then we still say, like Jesus did in the Garden of Gethsemane, not my will, but your will be done, Lord. And I think that's probably what those Israelites weren't saying when they were grumbling. They were saying, we should have stayed back there. What are we doing? Blah, 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 blah. And then instead of saying, boy, Lord, it seems like we're better off in Egypt, but your will is what we're going to follow. So let us continue to do that. And so God's blessings be with you on this beautiful day. It is every beautiful day. Every day is beautiful that the Lord makes for us. Even 2 days from now, when it's going to get down to 26 and be snowing again, on this day when it's nearly 60, with a little bit of a breeze, it's a beautiful day. But that snowy day at 26 is going to be a beautiful day too. Let us give thanks to God for so many blessings in our lives. God bless you.
Thank you and amen.